I can't do it. I can't do it. I remember telling myself I can't do it so many times. I can't do it. I can't stop using heroin. I can't do it. I can't stop drinking. I can't do it. I can't stop acting like this. If we continue to tell ourselves, I can't do it, that tends to happen. We can't do it. Believing in yourself is a key pillar towards recovery and personal development. Believing in yourself and what you can actually do, that's a game changer. In my journey, I used a milestone method. It's called the SMART goals. SMART goals to recovery is kind of what I tokened it as. If you're looking for how to set up a SMART goal, you can get a free workshop at my website, www.nohalonm.com. And I break down how to set up a SMART goal. Part of these SMART goals is choosing an achievable outcome. If you believe that you can achieve it, then more than likely you will get it done. The achievable aspect of recovery is what I think intimidates a lot of individuals. It intimidated me the first 4 years, right around there. Is this actually achievable? Because for so long, everything that I had attempted to achieve, I failed at. You know, that gung-ho, optimistic mentality of, whoa, I'm going to get clean. Today's going to be it. I got it. And then that day smacks you around. Life hits you with the left hook. Your girl hits you with the right hook. And family throws 2 jabs to your face. What are you supposed to do then, right? You believed it was achievable at the beginning of the day, but by 2 o'clock you found yourself hitting up the dope dealer or going by the liquor shop because you needed to get that relief, that comfort. What is actually achievable and what you think is achievable might have a gap between it. Here's how you close that gap. You find something that seems just a little bit out of your reach. And you shoot towards that first. In my journey, in my book, what I talk about is titrating, reducing the amount that I used to get to none without significant withdrawals and stuff like that. I didn't think it was, I would wake up thinking it was achievable to not drink all day, go completely abstinent, when the night before I had just cashed out 2 bottles. In my head, I thought that was achievable. I thought that was something I could do. I'm a very optimistic person, and I think that I can do a lot more than I really can. That's something I had to come to realization about with myself. However, when I started failing at not drinking all day, it hurt me because I stopped believing in myself and what I could actually achieve. When I switched the game up and I said, you know what? It's not an all or nothing. I just need to do better today. And I started making that my achievable goal, doing better just for today. I began to believe in myself more. You see, that's when I realized, all right, Nico, you can't not drink, but you can't drink 2 bottles every night. It's killing you. Legitimately, it's killing you. Cool, so a bottle and a pint. But I wouldn't ever go to 2 bottles. I set a cap for myself. And as long as I didn't pass that cap, I believed in myself. When I began to believe it was achievable to not drink 2 bottles every day, that's when I began to believe that I could really make some significant changes in my life. When I started to believe, all right, cool, you could do 1.5 bottles You could do that. That could be the most that you drink today. When I started to believe that and make that my achievable task, my brain started working together. It wasn't fighting itself all the time. Saying that I wanted to do one thing and then actually doing another causes internal conflict. That internal conflict is what drives us to confusion, overthinking, and frustration. If confusion, overthinking, and frustration are some of the main reasons that you find yourself drinking, then it might be because you don't believe that you could actually achieve something that you told yourself you can, and something that your spirit knows it can get done. Remember how we talked about there's 3 portions to every human? You got the physical portion, you got the mental portion, you got the spiritual portion. That spiritual portion knows what you could actually achieve. When you physically don't believe it and when you logically make reasons not to do it, that's why your spirit hurts and most people drink because their conscience is feeling bad. I shouldn't say that. One of the main reasons that I drank was because my conscience was feel bad. A word just kind of got dropped into my head and it says, I'm going to summarize it just because I don't know the exact terms, but it says having a logical mapped out solution is a plan. Having an emotional connection without a plan is faith. Do you have an emotional connection to achieving whatever it is that you want to achieve in your relationship with alcohol and drugs? Because it's going to take a little faith. You had faith when you first started drinking. You had faith when you first started using. Nico, I've never believed in God. I'm an atheist. All right, whatever your belief is, what I'm saying is that your faith muscle was exercised when you picked up that bottle and you started drinking. After, you knew that it wasn't the best thing for you. You had faith that said, oh, this drink is going to make me feel less pain or more pleasure. So you exercise the faith muscle. I'm not talking about with a higher power. I'm saying a faith in a decision that you're making. Can you exercise that same faith and saying by not drinking, by not using, I'm going to achieve more pleasure? I'm going to avoid more pain? It's unfortunately very simple. What we believe inside of our heads and inside of our hearts, our spirit, comes to life around us. I didn't know how I was going to get clean. I knew I was going to do it though. I didn't know how many attempts it was going to take, but I knew I was going to be successful. I was going to achieve it. I ask you, what is your definition of sober? What is the step that you need to take today to make that achievable? The goal is not to be angel soft. The goal is to do better today, even if that means you have no halo.